Hello everyone, in this video we will discuss the concept of LCM or least common multiple and its applications. Let's get started. What is the full form of LCM? LCM means least common multiple. Before we get into the concept of LCM, first let us understand what is a multiple. For example, let's consider the number 2. 2 ones are 2, 2 twos are 4, 2 threes are 6, 2 fours are 8, 2 fives are 10, 2 6 are 12 and so on. The multiples of 2 are 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 and so on. Similarly, let us consider a number 4. What are the multiples of the number 4? 4, 8, 12, 16, 20 and so on. These are the multiples of 4. Now, if you compare this number 2 and 4, there are some multiples which are common to both the numbers. These are called as common multiples. For example, 4 is a multiple of 2 as well as 4. Similarly, 8 is a multiple of 2 as well as 4. Again, 12 is a multiple of 2 as well as 4. So, there are many such multiples which are common to both 2 and 4. Among these multiples which are common, which is the multiple which has the least value, which is the least common multiple among 2 and 4. The least common multiple among 2 and 4 is 4, or this is called as the LCM of 2 and 4. So, we get LCM of 2 and 4 is 4. When you are asked to find out the LCM of any 2 given numbers or 3 given numbers, what you do is identify the common multiples between these numbers and find out which is the least common multiple among the given numbers. If the question was find the LCM of 2, 4 and 6, how will you do? Here we have written the multiples of 2, multiples of 4. Now let's write the multiples of 6 as well. Which are the multiples of 6? 6, 12, 18, 24 and so on. So which multiple is common among 2, 4 and 6 and is also the least one? Which is the least common multiple among 2, 4 and 6? That is nothing but 12. 12 is common. 12 is a multiple which is common to 6, 2 and 4 and it is the least common multiple. So the LCM of 2, 4 and 6 is 12. So this is the general way in which you will find out the LCM of any number of given numbers. So basically what will we do? We will write down the multiples of the numbers and then we will identify which are the common multiples and then we will find out which is the least common multiple. But this method of finding the LCM of the given numbers is time consuming. So there is an easier way to find out the LCM of a given number. Let us consider the same example that we considered earlier. Let's find out the LCM of 2, 4 and 6. What we do is we write down 2, 4 and 6 in one line and then divide it by the lowest possible prime factor. Which is the lowest possible prime factor which can divide at least one of these numbers? It is definitely 2. 2 divided by 2, yes, 2 divided by 2 is 1. 2 is completely divisible by 2, that is the answer is 1. Again, I can do 4 divided by 2. 4 is completely divisible by 2 or 4 divided by 2 is 2. Similarly, 6 divided by 2 is 3. Again, let's divide this by the lowest possible prime factor. In this step, I am again dividing by the prime factor 2. All you have to keep in mind that in every step, the prime factor that you use to divide, first of all, it has to be the lowest possible prime factor and it should divide at least any one of the given numbers exactly. Here this 2 will divide this 2 exactly. So whichever number the prime factor is not able to divide completely, just take it down as such. That is this 1 and 3, just put it down in the next step as such. And what is 2 divided by 2? 2 divided by 2 is 1. So this will be your next step. Now at this point, can I use again 2 as the lowest possible prime factor? No, I cannot use because 2 does not divide any of the given numbers now. So I have to go to the next possible lowest prime factor, which is that is nothing but 3, because 3 will divide this 3 completely. So I will have this is 1 and 3 divided by 3 is 1. At this point, I can stop solving. Here if you see all the numbers are 1, 1, 1. So when it is like this, you can stop. You need not do any further. And the LCM of the given set of numbers is nothing but the product of these numbers. 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3, which is equal to 12. This was the same answer that we got previously also. The LCM of 2, 4 and 6 was 12. But this method is far more easier than listing the multiple and finding out the answer. Let us now consider one more example to understand this better. Let us find out the LCM of 3, 6 and 12. I am taking another set of numbers. How will I find the LCM of 3, 6 and 12? Again, write the numbers like this, 3, 6 and 12, and divide it by the smallest possible prime factor. So here I am going to start with 2 because 12 and 6 is divisible by 2. 3 is not divisible by 2, so I am taking it down as such. What is 6 divided by 2? That is 3. Similarly, what is 12 divided by 2? That is 6. At this point again I am dividing it by 2 because 6 is divisible by 2 and 3 is not divisible by 2, so I am taking both the 3's as such to the next step. And what is 6 divided by 2? 6 divided by 2 is 3. In the next step I will divide this by the prime factor 3 because none of the given numbers are divisible by 2. So I go with 3 here, and what will I get when I divide all these 3 numbers by 3? My answer will be 1, 1 and 1. With this step I can stop. When I get 1, 1 and 1 I can stop. Now what will be the LCM that we are looking for? It will be nothing but 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3, which is equal to 4 multiplied by 3, that is equal to 12. Now let us look at few questions that are commonly asked from the concept of LCM. Let's look at the first question. Find the smallest 4-digit number that is exactly divisible by 16, 18 and 24. Let us first ignore this part, this 4-digit part. Okay, let us not use that for now. So first let us try to find out the smallest number that is exactly divisible by 16, 18 and 24. Which will be the number which will be exactly divisible by 16, 18 and 24? A number which is exactly divisible by 16, 18 and 24 will be a multiple of 16, 18 and 24. Here they are asking which is the smallest number that is exactly divisible by 16, 18 and 24. So the smallest number that will be exactly divisible by these 3 numbers will be the least common multiple of these 3 numbers, 16, 18 and 24. Yes, and let us find that out first. What is the LCM of 16, 18 and 24? See, I am not considering this 4-digit number for now. All that I am finding out now is finding out the smallest number that is exactly divisible by 16, 18 and 24. Let us do the method that we learned, 16, 18 and 24. Now I am going to divide this by the least prime factor that is possible. So I am going to divide it by 2. I will have 8 here, 9 and 12. Again I can divide it by 2 because 8 is divisible by 2 and 12 is also divisible by 2. So I will have 4 here, 9 and 6. Again I can divide it by 2 once more. I will have 2, 9 and 3. Again I can divide by 2. I will have 1, 9 and 3. At this point I can divide it by 3 because none of the numbers are divisible by 2. So I am dividing by 3 and I have 1, 3 and 1. So in the last step again I will divide it by 3 and I will have 1, 1 and 1. So I stop at this point where I get 1, 1, 1. What will be the LCM of these given numbers? It will be the product of all of these numbers. That is nothing but 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3. That is 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8, 8 2s are 16. 16 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3 or 16 multiplied by 9. What is 16 multiplied by 9? That is nothing but 144. So 144 is the LCM of 16, 18 and 24. Now the question is, find the smallest 4-digit number that will exactly be divisible by 16, 18 and 24. What we have to remember here that I have found out the least common multiple here, which is 144, and all the multiples of this 144, right? See, 144 multiplied by 2, 144 multiplied by 3, or even 144 multiplied by 100, all the multiples of this 144 will be exactly divisible by 16, 18 and 24. All the 3 numbers it will be divisible, because why? 144 is the least common multiple of 16, 18 and 24. Here we have to find out the smallest 4-digit number that is exactly divisible by 16, 18 and 24. So by trial and error you can find that out. Let us just see. 144 into 10 is nothing but 1440. What is 144 multiplied by 6? Yeah, I'm just doing a trial and error. See, I know 144 multiplied by 10 is 1440. I have to find out the smallest 4-digit number which is exactly divisible by these three, or I have to find out a multiple of 144 near 1000. So I'm just doing 144 multiplied by 6. 144 multiplied by 6 is 864. Similarly, if I do 144 multiplied by 7, what do I get? I get that as 1008. So the smallest 4-digit number that is exactly divisible by 16, 18 and 24 is 1008. This is the correct answer that we are looking for. The answer for this question is 1008. I hope it's clear. Let's look at the next question. Find the least number which leaves a remainder 13 when divided by 15, 18 and 25. I have three numbers here, 15, 18 and 25. I have to find out the least number which leaves a remainder of 13 when divided by these three numbers. If the question was find the least number which will leave a remainder 0. Same question, I am just rephrasing it and I am asking you all, if the question was find the least number which leaves a remainder 0 when divided by each of 15, 18 and 25. What number can it be? Instead of this 13, okay, instead of 13, I am just saying find the least number which leaves a remainder 0 when divided by all these three numbers. Basically, I am asking you to find out a multiple of 15, 18 and 25. And only it will leave a remainder 0, right? And they are also asking for the least number or the least common multiple of the three numbers. The least common multiple of these three numbers will only leave a remainder 0 when divided by each of the three numbers. In the actual question, what are they asking? They are asking which is the least number that will leave a remainder of 13 when divided by each of these three numbers. So what should we do? We should first find out the LCM of these three numbers and add 13 to that. That will give you the answer that we are looking for. Now, what is the LCM of 15, 18 and 25? Let's find out. Here I can start dividing it by 2 because 18 is divisible by 2. So I'll have 15, 9 and 25 will take it as such. Here you can divide it by 3 again. So you will have 5, 1 and 25, and in the next step it will become divided by 5 next. Right? 3 is no longer divisible. So what is the LCM of these numbers now? It is nothing but the LCM of the three numbers 15, 18 and 25 is nothing but 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 5 multiplied by 5. That is nothing but 6. 6 3s are 18. Now 18 multiplied by 25. 450. So 450 is the LCM of 15, 18 and 25. The question is find the least number which leaves a remainder 13 when divided by 15, 18 and 25. Which will be the number which will leave a remainder 13? See, if the number is 450, it will leave a remainder of 0 when divided by any of the three numbers 15, 18 and 25. Now if I want the remainder to be 13, I just have to add 450 plus 13, or 463 will be the number which will leave a remainder of 13 when divided by each of these numbers. You can cross check whether the answer is correct by dividing 463 by 15, 18 and 25 and see what will be the remainder. You will get the remainder as 13. So the correct answer for this question is 463. 463 is the number which will leave a remainder of 13 when divided by 15, 18 and 25. I hope the concept of LCM that we discussed in this video was clear to all of you. If you still have any doubts on this concept, please do let me know in the comments box. Even if it is a question which you are unable to solve from this concept, please do post it in the comments box and I'll be happy to get back to you with the solution. Thank you.